Hello and hey guys, Yoshi here. Sorry for my long wait. I think this might make up for it though. As you do know, I do a lot of YouTube videos on my channel. Here, let me do this quickly. Sorry about that. Let's, as you do know, I do a lot of YouTube videos about weather. So, as you may guess, I do a lot of weather tracking in my pastimes. And now I know there's a lot of you going, well, some of us don't know how to use it. This is what this video is for, is to show you how to use these advanced radar functions if you don't know how to already. And I'm pretty sure most of you do know how if you know weather the way I do. So, first of all, this is pretty basic. You know what, hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. I had to get a preset. This is from the April 25th outbreak back in 2014. Pretty memorable since I live right there. Yeah, there's a little plus sign. It's me right here. Me. So anyway, back to the video. You probably guess where this tornado is at. Let's see if you can take a gander. There. Right in this area. And if we turn on the base velocity, actually it might be within this. If you turn on base velocity, there it is, right there, right where I said it was. And if it's here within this area, then we've got to go check our NROT, which would be right there. Well, that's probably because the radar that day was not very working well. See, not working that well that day. So NROT might have been cut off. But anyway, base velocity. Let's explain what this is. Base velocity is the wind, is the direction that raindrops are being scattered in, the direction picked up by the Doppler radar, which, if you didn't know, Doppler radar uses Doppler effect, which is red shift and blue shift. You didn't know that. The more you know. Anyway, right here where they mix together like this in this vivid sort of color, or picking this kind of color right here in this vivid display of colors, then you know you got something spinning right about there. Now let me just explain this in the best way possible. Red moves northbound, green goes southbound, so you gotta have a counterclockwise rotation. You've got this going this way, you've got this going this way. This way you've got the tornado somewhere in that area, and if we turn on NROT, it will show that. Anyway, but if you do have it kind of the opposite like this, sometimes you may have an anticyclonic where it may go like, it may like try to turn this way, and then this one goes this way. It will be anticyclonic. That's a sometimes though. That's a sometimes. And if they do, they turn out to be weak. And as I said, it's right there. Now, this is something I did not explain. This is NROT, or normalized rotation. Normalized rotation is what you use to detect storms. It's a more basic version of base velocity, basically. This is like, when you start getting into these, like these right here, this is an 8.5, 1.9. Once you get into about the ones, once you get into the ones, then you know you got something down on the ground, because you don't know for sure. But if you get ones, you've got the certainty that there is some rotation, and it's mind watching. Once you get down to past 1.5, you've got to keep on looking, because there might be something in that area. You never know. There could be a possible tornado. Once you get past the 2s, which is this red on the side here, basically down here and above, you've got the possibility of a pretty strong tornado. Right about here, you've got the possibility of a weak tornado, maybe. And down here to about this point, you know you've got a mesocyclone. As you can see during this day, well, this is the warning box you didn't know. If you got it right here, it will be tornado reported. As you can, this is, hold on, let me scroll down. This is from, as you can see, Friday, April 25th. I remember this day pretty good because, as you can see, this thing did move this way, but it died before it got to me. Anyway, as you can see, right there will be near, as you can see. But anyway, this thing was confirmed. It was confirmed. As if I could turn on the warning right here. Look. Right here. I didn't even know about this one right here. This is the VOA place. I didn't know. But anyway, I knew about this one right here. Visible by fire department. Because this thing basically took a track like this. And then died off about there. So, but there's a reason why it did that. There's a reason why it had done that. Let's turn on the radar. Base velocity, or basically our more known radar that shows the rain, and the stronger, the bigger, the more vivid the colors like these, the more brighter the colors, the more rain you've got, or possible hail size. This storm was just being absorbed into this line because it was slower than the line itself. See, almost unrecognizable. But anyway, that's beside the point. Other than that, right here we've got, and then I forgot to show you one more thing. This is hail. This is basically shows what possible hail sizes there are in this storm. So yeah, right here. VIL, vertical integrated liquid, is another way of showing whether you've got storms or not. Right here, 85.3 kilograms per meter squared. That is really good indication you've got something right. That you've got pretty good sizable hail. That's another good indication. But this, now don't always confuse this because this can be very confusing, and I should know because this is pretty new in the radar community, in the weather community. It's called correlation coefficient. Basically, this half of the section is dual pole or 3D radar. It's really cool. Like, I don't even know why they should have had this during the 2011 outbreak, but they didn't. This was invented, I think, was in 2012, sometime around that period. But anyway, now don't get this. Now this is basically shows tumbling of debris in a tornado or storm. The tumbling of debris. If it's blue, then you've got and it's pretty good. And if it's got this like this donut in the center, it's a pretty good chance it's probably debris. But now I'm just gonna warn you on this. Correlation coefficient isn't exactly the best way of determining that. See, look, it even had a debris ball right there. It was kind of visible by this, but it also did have a debris ball, so you could also see it. I can't step back a step because I don't have the other half of this image. Anyway, sorry. So if you see right here, but don't always be confused. You'll see how this radar scatters. If you see this, then basically, like, let's get a point. No, wait, hold on a second. About from 20 to 40 miles radius outside of the radar, I call it the correlation coefficient hold zone, because it looked like if you were a newbie like I was, it would make it look like there was a billion tornadoes going off in this place because of all the debris signatures it would be picking up. But no, just picking up these. It's rain scatter. It's like the dreaded zone where you want a tornado because you couldn't tell very much. It will confuse you. That's why this tornado up here in Waverly a couple months back in February of 2016 was so deadly, because it was within range of this weight field radar, and they can barely see it, and it got lately warned before it was too late and people died. My heart goes out to them. But anyway, let's see if you can guess where the storm will probably be at. So there's the correlation coefficient hole. That's also the debris ball right there. We know that because, as you see there is something right there. But like I said, don't be confused, because these little spicules, don't be so confused. You gotta have a really good eye. You gotta have a friend with you to do this. And also, this is another thing, right here. I can see some people get confused by this, and especially when it's in a tornado warning spot, because it really confuses you. Another tornado right there might have been the debris ball right there. I don't know. But anyway, I think I'll make another video in the future of how to identify tornadoes very easy on radar, because I can have a friend that also helped me out with that. So thank you all for watching, and oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about these features too, the cross section. Really handy feature, really handy. They see the correlation coefficient. It shows you a vertical of the storms, which is a really definitely good feature. As you can see right there, if it's pretty much lined up, like this is horizontal rotation, the greens meeting the reds in a line pattern like this, that's horizontal rotation. That's not a, it's a good sign that a tornado could be in the area because the vorticity levels in the atmosphere is really well, very, very potential. But what you really want to see is stuff like this. Well, you don't want to see it if you're in this area, but if you want to see a tornado, this is your best chance. Reds and greens side by side on a vertical level. That's your best indication of a tornado right there. And then also, we slide down to this debris ball right here. Possible debris flying up into this cell. And you can see the same thing going up for here as well. So, that's another indication. And volume, a very good feature. Now, I have to warn you, the volume alpha, you gotta know this on your own because I don't exactly trust this part of it, but because you gotta customize it yourself to your own likings. But anyway, yeah. And it's a really cool feature. I really love tracking storms. I really love helping people out because me and my friends have tracked storms before the National Weather Service even warns on them. And we have given help a lot of people out in this situation. We are really glad to help people out with this kind of stuff, especially down there in the Dixie Alley areas where these tornadoes are very unpredictable. And I myself, being not that far from it, I really want to give out and help some of my, I guess you could say, fellow Southerners too. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you really give a like. That was really good. Anyway, I hope you really give a like, and don't forget to subscribe, so you can subscribe, so you can have more stuff just like this. And I can give more radar tutorials, which I'm probably going to make another video in just a few moments on that as well. And probably on another tornado instead of a tornado that just about flew me off. Anyway, if you want to know what happened after that point, I will show. Okay, so let's see. You really want to pay attention to Enron because the only thing that's not cluttered, that's not a clutter clock right now. See, kind of cluttered up, messed up on this end. It's kind of hard to tell if there's anything with that thing because almost everything on this line looks like a hook. Like, this thing right here looks almost like a hook. Not at all. This thing almost like a hook. Possible. That's really weak though, really weak. So you want more vivid, more bright colors like this. You want this, you want yellow touching on light green, or like you want yellow, or in this my thing, like you want like really bright reds and really bright greens touching if you want a possible mesocyclone or a tornado. Anyway, so let's advance this forward. So as you see, a tornado vortex signature was shown at this point. But really, the line had already absorbed the tornado at this point, so it was already dead. Possible debris signature right there, but I think that might just be clutter, just as earlier. And after this point, it pretty much died, and the tornado warning was deissued, and because it was absorbed by the line. Normally, now here's the thing that tornadoes can do. They can have cell mergers, which would be like this cell right here merging with this cell right here. Let's say they both had tornadoes, they both had rotation. They can either add or destroy. They can either add up to it and create a possible tornado or a stronger one, or they can destroy themselves in the process of merging. Those two are possible plausibilities, but they can happen, and it has happened in the past probably. Anyway, thanks to you guys for watching. I'll be sure to make some more videos soon, especially to make up with my absences. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because, well, my channel's been in a pretty bad standstill recently, and I really want to kind of get off of that. Anyway, thanks to you guys for watching, and peace.